This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.
You know what
I'm proud
it
of you
is?
for that.
Talking about Arizona thing opening up, I almost want... It's almost like the kid keeps doing bad things and you want them to learn their lesson. I want someone to get sick for them to learn their lesson. No, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people don't pay attention. They don't, unless it affects them, they don't take it seriously. So that picture, that video from the Ozarks in Missouri, and what you just told me about people partying in Arizona, bro, if something happens, hey, told you so.
You're right.
No, I'm
It's
being
kinda
serious.
It's kind of like, you go to the zoo, it says alligators in water, and someone
Right.
goes into the water with alligators that get bit. And they're like, oh, no. What's going on?
Hey, did you see
There's
the
a
sign?
sign with alligators.
Exactly.
So the same thing with COVID-19. You got professionals saying, hey, like, it's still out there. Like, don't go crazy. And then people go crazy and they come home, they get COVID-19. I'm just not going to have as much sympathy for you. I'm going to keep it real.
Absolutely
So,
not.
My Arizona friends, please be safe. If you get sick, I'm going to make memes about you. I'm going to be real.
Well, welcome to the podcast, guys. Julian, Nile, Justo.
Yo.
We forgot this last episode. Want to give a shout out to everyone for following us on our YouTube channel. Also, we're on socials. It's lessthanzeropod. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Less Than Zero Pod.
Yeah, Daniel Yim, Anthony Ravagno, Kyla Nelson. Thanks for the sub. Also off IG, Lil Ninja 888 and Vero Estrada. Appreciate you. So guys, did you watch Outer Banks on Netflix? That was the very small assignment. Even though you guys were clowning me, you promised you'd watch one or two.
So I admit to the fact that I said I would watch it.
Yeah.
And I own up to the fact that I gave you my word.
Okay.
And I said I would watch it.
Okay.
Didn't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
Nice.
Oh my God, that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
count.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
that's more than I did. I saw a picture
You
of
gotta
it.
give me some credit. It's more than what he did, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, I feel guilty. I wanted to watch it, and I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, Naruto.
So the trailer didn't hook you? Like it didn't make you want to see it whatsoever?
No, it didn't. But I want to watch it because, you're my friend, Julian. So I'm still keeping it on my homework tab. But like between like last time we saw each other and now, it was like I had so much in my schedule. So many episodes
Our
of
57
Naruto.
viewers are disappointed because now they want to know what you guys thought about it, but we have nothing to say. But that's okay. That's okay. Let me know if you
Next
haven't.
week.
Yeah, but
It's going to be popping still,
I was
right?
going to say, Call Her Daddy, that podcast.
They talked about this show?
No, it's been trending, and I was saying I want to get y'all's views on that podcast.
Okay.
But I don't want to, you know what? I don't want to load you up on assignments. It's all
No,
good.
I
so
take
many
it.
things now.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to do.
Dude, it's a good podcast,
I like
man.
a challenge, man. I'll check them out too.
All right. We'll talk about it, man. Let's get into relationships. This past week, a lot of stories on relationships. Cheating. First, I thought there was cheating involved. Maybe I'm wrong. Machine Gun Kelly, you know him, rapper, punk rock, whatever. The word is...
From Cleveland.
Yep, Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland. Him and Megan Fox, are they hooking up? We don't know. Megan Fox from... she was in Transformers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So...
Jennifer's Body. That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, that
that
movie was weird, but
Super weird.
it was
but
kind of
great.
cool.
Don't know the
Kinda
movie.
Great.
But
What?
I know Megan Fox.
If you like Megan Fox, you'll like Jennifer's Body.
Okay.
For sure. There's a lot
It's
of...
not his style of movie.
not my
Yeah,
style.
but you see a lot of Jennifer? No, Megan Fox.
Megan.
You see a lot of Megan Fox in that.
Okay.
So you'll like it for that.
Ooh, okay. So the backstory is that she's been married, still married, but they're separated to Brian Austin Green. You guys ever watch 90210?
No.
Go ahead, make fun of my age.
I'm not going to do that, Julian.
It's okay. A lot of people watch 90210.
Oh, you know it?
I know.
I
of
remember
it.
being popular.
I know it's a zip code.
Yep, it's a zip code, California. I forgot where, but it's a...
It's like a rich area. in
Yeah, it's a sitcom, high schoolish. So anyway, he was on that show, and they've been married. They got 3 kids, and
Really? They have kids?
yeah, 3 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, they met when she was like 18, he was like 24, something like that, and almost 10 years. But here's the deal: she's been seen out with MGK.
Okay.
Recently, they were getting food, takeout, curbside, and man, this is crazy to me. I even remember when I texted you, I'm like, man, I feel bad for this dude, Brian, because he drops a video this past week. Machine Gun Kelly is called, I think, My Bloody or Bloody Valentine. And guess who's like the star in it?
Megan Fox.
Yes. She's in it. all these rumors. They're separated. What do you think? Cheating? You think it was going on way before they separated?
Maybe, a lot of things happen where like you meet someone and you know them for a while, then you break up, and then you're like, oh, hey, I knew you from that thing I did. And then you start getting to know each other.
Are you talking about her and MGK?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
they met on set on a movie. Here's the thing, though. I
Yeah.
don't know the exact timeline. I mean, call a spade a spade. They probably started hooking up there, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
If
When-
not,
when was
maybe
this?
like flirting, getting to know each other.
Right.
They're like
right,
vibing.
right.
You don't know they cheated.
Right.
At least knew each other and knew they vibed.
Machine
and
Gun
then later,
Kelly is not just going to be friends with someone that looks like Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying?
it's her decision too. You know that.
Well, no, I get that. Megan Fox
Yeah,
is just
Julian.
not going to be friends with a guy named MGK knowing his intentions. I'm just going to, call it a stereotype. It is what it is. I feel bad for Brian, but what I'm saying is I think this is going on the entire time. I think this is going on last year before they separated.
When did her and Machine Gun Kelly meet? Do you know?
Great question. I didn't do enough research.
Do you know what movie at least they met on set?
I can look it up now, but yeah, I think it was sometime last year towards like third or fourth quarter.
Got it.
Right? So I think it was before they separated. They've only been separated late last year. They started late last year quarantining separately. So, you know what I mean?
I think that she just got tired of looking at Austin Green during the pandemic. She's like, look, I'm tired of looking at you.
That sucks, man.
Because they probably were traveling like their whole relationship, doing work and, acting. And then now they're at home because, no one's working. And she's like, man, you kind of ugly.
So you're talking about like boredom. You think that she just got bored?
Yeah, that's why people cheat, bro.
Yeah, well, that's scary.
Out of
no,
boredom?
but that's what I'm saying. That's why
People be bored.
but that's why marriage scares me, man. It's so scary because
Think they'll cheat on you?
well, absolutely, bro. Like, how do you're saying people get bored. I know people that have been bored and they cheated or they just broken up. It's like, so, not to get too deep on marriage, that's a whole separate topic, but like, why even get married? I'm just saying.
You have a good argument. There are people that have made like essays
About
on
this.
your side.
There's a lot of like, it's like when you talk about stuff like that, like to get married or people will cheat or get bored. Like it's all a case by case basis.
Right.
Like each person handles it differently. If you are with someone who you kind of in the back of your head, they're going to get bored and either leave or cheat. That's not the right person.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a case by case.
But people change, man. People turn. It's like a Dr. Jekyll. It's a
If
Dr.
you
Jekyll
get
and Hyde.
bored, you get bored. That's just
Right.
you.
The thing is, I guess, about love, about marriage, about dealing with people, friendships, business, ventures, you're taking a chance with people with trust. So you really don't know.
I ain't
Like
about
that
that
person you're marrying is going to like turn into some like,
Some monster.
some
the person that
monster.
takes half of everything that you've worked or asked for. That's what it is. That's how I look at it.
Man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
like
That is a
that
negative way to
that
look
is
at
his
it.
deepest fear in life.
Call me Mr. Negative or call me Mr. Realist because here's the deal. If you ask, and this is a whole separate conversation, but
This got deep real quick.
if you ask a girl, hey, you know what? I love you, but you got to sign a prenup. How's that going to go?
You never know. You got to find the right person.
Yeah, some people are mature, man.
Yeah.
Like some people get
people
it.
can take it.
Some women might be making more money than you. They're like,
Here.
they brought it to you. Hey, can you sign this? You're gonna be like, I don't know how I feel about this.
And it's good to like if if I was rich, right, which I'm so not.
Which you are.
Or if,
Yes, you are.
if
He
I,
owns Costco.
yeah.
The owner right here, CEO.
if I or my wife were rich, right, and just knowing us, if one of us were like, hey, prenup, either one would be okay with it and understand. Because if you have money in the back of your head throughout your relationship, it's gonna
Your wife is
come
cool
out in the
though,
world.
man. I don't
Yeah,
even know her, but
she's fantastic.
You're lucky.
Yeah, but
But that's why
your
we-
wife could be really cool.
Yeah, that's why we got married.
I think it's
Okay.
2020. Not everyone is so like, it's not like 30 years ago when like prenups or like divorces were so taboo, like talking about it and a shameful. People grow and people get divorced. Like my parents got divorced and like they're happier.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
both happier in their own lane. It just happens. My parents were married for like 25 years. So it happens
Right.
and people just,
People grow apart. Mhm.
it is what it is. So bringing up a prenup is just between you two. And if you're mature about it and you don't take offense, you still love each other. go ahead and do it.
Let me pivot back to Brian Austin Green. He posted something on, I forgot where it was, on his social or somewhere, talking about how he wants the best for Megan, blah, blah, blah. And he basically believes that her and MGK are just friends and they respect the relationship. Do you think that he's just being outright naive in that situation? I really feel bad for him because I feel like the joke is on him.
Brian Austin?
Yeah.
He said that about MGK and her?
He basically alluded to it.
Why?
They are just friends because he trusts her, and that's what she told him. Oh, honey, we're just friends. Bullshit.
I think he's probably doing it to maybe just get the flame off of him. I think that he's getting a lot of attention, so he just because no one has proof.
Yeah,
Dude,
and it's hard to say.
He's handling it so maturely. I could never be that mature.
Megan
I would
Fox
be
is
so
still
petty.
Megan Fox is still an entertainer, so her being on a music video.
Oh, she's entertaining
is not-
things. Oh yeah.
She's still. It's not far fetched that she be on a music video because she's still attractive. She's a actress, just like Megan Good. I've seen her. Megan Good.
Oh, she's legend. She's
amazing,
beautiful.
right? She's been on so many music videos. One with 50 Cent. That doesn't mean she hooked up with 50 Cent. She's married and happily married with kids. So it's still
Sometimes
entertainer.
it's just a job.
Right. Sometimes just a job. So I think people, just talk.
But like if
we don't know.
If it's true, the situation's kind of messed. Like I had an ex who slept with a friend after we broke up.
Oh,
After the breakup.
After the breakup.
Do you consider that cheating?
Yes. No, it was after we broke up.
Are you still friends with him?
No.
of course not.
Hey,
If you have
That's through-
respect for yourself.
That's a whole other thing. But like he never admitted it, but she did admit it. So
See that it's okay. It's not cheating, but you would have to think
It's
it was
like-
premeditated.
it's
Premeditated.
still messed up because it's right after.
Yeah, I mean
So,
that
like,
means that they knew each other. Because don't tell me they met, but from you. She met your best friend, your friend from you.
No, not necessarily. We were all kind of mutually
Same circle.
Yeah,
I
same
see.
circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still
But,
think it's messed up.
Even though it was right after, so the seeds were there prior. Like there was, like I
Bro,
said, there was a vibe.
I had an ex who hooked up with some dude that I introduced her to from a friend.
Yeah.
I was like,
Did you guys at least were you
that shit is so corny to me, bro.
Were you-
Like, there's so
Now
many
it
people
is.
in the world, and you choose people that
Well,
are
it was-
right in your.
They know what they're doing, bro. Did you at least Justo, did you at least Niall, did you at least egg their house or something?
No.
Be real petty?
I've totally.
okay.
I've
Be real
TP'd
petty.
somebody's car before.
You did
Yeah?
That's fun. I've TP'd someone's car. before.
Oh,
Nice.
But not an
hardcore.
ex,
He TP. I thought you said you keyed someone's car.
No.
I'm like, what kind of car?
I
What's
wouldn't
his
say
name?
that on camera. No, but no, yeah, it wasn't like an ex girlfriend or anything. It was someone else's ex girlfriend. I did it with them. It's pretty fun.
Message to Brian Austin Green. We feel for you. If you need a hug, we're right here, and I hope everything works out.
I'm not
okay?
hugging you, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not hugging you.
I'm a hugger.
After COVID-19.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so let's talk about manifesting. Demi Lovato, your favorite artist, guys. I'm sure. No sarcasm there.
None at all.
No hate towards Demi.
Demi
You go.
Lovato is dating this actor. I have no idea who he is. Max Ehrlich. Anyway, they say that he manifested that relationship. Automatically, when I read about this, I thought, oh, this is Nile all day because that word manifest.
I'm weak.
His idea.
What does that mean to manifest it?
Okay, so he tweeted, almost 10 years ago, all I want for Christmas is Demi Lovato. So now they're dating.
I mean, word.
I don't know how they met, but now they're dating. Fast forward, and people are going back to that tweet from almost 10 years ago saying he manifested it. So let's just take that conversation. Let's just take it for what it is. Manifestation. Niall, what are your thoughts on that? What's
here-
like the history?
Tell me everything
and
about
I just want to put out
manifestation.
there we have less than an hour on this podcast.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna go.
It's kind of a
deep on
deep
it.
subject when you get
It's
into it.
deep, but
give us the PPM in radio terms. Give us the short form.
PPM. I don't know what that is.
It's okay.
I do want to say that what he made was a simp manifestation.
Oh.
Okay. Go.
You just called him a simp.
I call him a simp.
What is that?
A simp is somebody who
He's like a tool? He's like a toolbox?
he's not a tool. Like
That
he's
sounds
he's
so mean.
I'm trying to be mean. I mean, when you are dude, there's so many definitions for a simp. A simp is somebody that puts that girl in front of everything, in front of your boys, in front of your career, and you just obsess about a girl.
What does this have to do with manifestation?
Well, I just think it's a simp manifestation where like he's having this conversation now saying, oh, 8 years ago, I tweeted about Demi Lovato and now we're dating. Like, I'm like, damn, bro.
I made it happen.
Like she was really on your mind like that. And then now you're like trying to like be like, I manifested her. Like she's a prize, like a trophy. She's a human.
Do you think that tweet, let's just hypothetically say he tweeted and said a bunch of things 10 years ago, I will date Demi Lovato. She will be mine. When people verbally...
That's a simp.
Okay. So when people verbally say things like that and they post things on social media saying, I will be a millionaire, I will be successful, I will get the boat that I've always wanted, blah, blah, blah. Does that like can that manifestation, can that really happen? Can those things come into fruition just by like verbally saying it?
I think it's the first step of making
Is that
something
good?
happen.
Is that quote unquote the energy, as like
It
Gary
starts.
Vee would say?
It's a good start. You have to put the work in, but you can't just say it. I want a yacht and then get it.
But would some people say that is the work? Just being positive all day, tweeting things, saying things. I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna have a great day today. And something bad happens. You know what? That's part of the entire story. I'm still gonna have a great day today. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, you're kind of fusing two different things.
Okay.
Having a good energy,
Defuse
putting a
it.
good energy out there in the morning, saying I'm gonna have a good day, and there might be something out there that happens that might disrupt you, but you can still look. It's a perspective. That's a perspective way of thinking of manifestation. You're talking about manifestation, like bringing tangible things in your life.
Something to happen.
that
Yes.
takes work. That takes work.
Damn it.
Yeah, it takes work.
So you're saying like hypothetically, if
You
I
have
wanted
to do things, dude.
Hypothetically, what we're saying is if we want this podcast to be good, we have to make more episodes. We can't just
do
make
the
one
episodes have to
episode.
be good, or can it just be kind of?
It has to be good. We have to do our hardest. We have to put work in.
Damn.
We have to do our homework.
Damn.
And we have to be unique.
Damn.
It's a
Yeah.
starting point.
And we might have
to
to spend some
everything.
money too.
Bro, I want to be like everyone else, man.
What does that mean?
I want to be a simp, bro.
Words.
We all have simp moments. Don't get it twisted.
Can we just do like
Just
a
like
simp
Kalani.
podcast?
We could.
Just sit here and talk
But
about
he
the
was
weather.
simping for Kalani last week.
Bro, no. That's a whole different episode. We don't have the time. I was being sympathetic because I truly...
I see. It's
I like that
different.
wordplay you got there.
People watch the last podcast, episode 10, because he was saying that Kehlani was wrong for saying that
YG cheated.
cheating
on
can
open
exist on
relationship.
open relationships.
Right.
Whereas you didn't understand. She was just all about just communicate it with me.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, you don't. I still don't think you do.
I understand completely.
All right, well.
I'm just saying, I think he was trying to get some brownie points. He wouldn't say anything that Kalani would disagree with because he might get them digits. Like, or
You never
that
know.
interview.
100%.
Kehlani
okay.
She
is
could
not
be
looking
watching.
at her stuff.
You never know, man. The
But
internet is a magical
but if
place.
she is, she'll know that guy Julian. Shout out to him.
All right,
That was the
so
loudest click in
Sorry.
the world.
manifestation.
People listening?
So back to the Demi Lovato thing. Her boyfriend, the dude Max. You think the whole tweet? It's just all BS.
Well, I mean, I think it's simp, but I don't think it's BS. He was probably he told. I mean, God, okay, if he literally was trying to manifest it, then yeah, every day he probably had a poster of Demi Lovato, had all her albums, and was saying, "One day I'm gonna date her. One day I'm gonna date her. One day I'm
Maybe
gonna
he
date
did
her."
it. Maybe he
and
did
then
do that.
and then maybe he was like, "How can I date her?" I mean, if you put the work in, you find out who her friend is, who her managers, email, go to the same concert as her, try and be backstage. Groupies do it all the
It can't
time,
just
bro.
be- and-
They manifest, hey, Travis Scott's coming to town. I'm going to sleep
Hey.
with Travis Scott. You get backstage. Hey, hey, what's up? Is there any after parties? Boom. You're in Travis Scott's bed. It's a little too detailed. But you know what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying, and I'll leave it.
They
at this.
manifested.
I'll leave it at
Groupies
this.
are the best at manifestation.
I would say manifestation is like I said, the first step of something that you really want. Me, I have a dream board, which is probably the most basic thing
That's
I've ever
dope,
done.
bro.
But
Smart.
It's
I have one
important.
too.
You have a dream board?
Yeah, bro.
It's important. So everything I wanted to accomplish in 2020, which obviously a lot of it's
shit
kind of out the
'cause
window.
pandemic. It's
But
good.
there's a lot of things on there that I've already achieved just because having it in your field of view in front of you, it's on your mind, and then the little steps
Right.
every day.
It's an assignment.
It's going to go towards
Yep.
whatever your
Now,
goals are. You know?
I'll leave it at this. How about if one prays to God and speaks to God every day and says, and is quote, I guess, trying to manifest and say, what? No, I'm saying,
No, let's let him finish.
no. Is this totally like off the marker?
No, go for it.
No, keep going.
What if someone says to God,
By all means.
God, please let me quote unquote succeed. I want this to happen. I want this to happen. And they say it to themselves. They say it to God every evening. Every day.
I guess prayer is a form of it, right?
Is it?
If you want to get
is it a praying or what if you're just like you're talking? We're having a conversation.
You're literally have your hands in a prayer.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you know what? No, but how about if you're just talking to God? Mm-hmm. Like, let's say I'm talking to God, be like, God.
It's the same thing as if you're just talking alone in the room. Same thing. Sorry.
Oh, that's kind of insulting. You don't know who I'm talking to, though. He could be listening or she could be listening.
They could be.
Singing out loud is a big deal.
But still, you got to put the work in. At the end of the day, you got to put the work in. You can't just talk to God all day. You got to put the work in.
He's not going to just.
If God was talking, he would say, cool, like go save up money for that car.
Do it.
Okay. So, Nile, let me ask you this. When you listen to FM radio, what are you listening for? Are you listening for the music? Are you listening for the content, the presenters?
Music.
Right. But what I'm saying is that you can get that anywhere now, right?
Correct.
Back in the day, there was no Pandora, there was no Spotify. So that's what I'm saying is what does FM radio, what do they need to do to cut through to extend its life, man? And that's what I'm saying.
It's a hard question too.
They're gonna have to, dude. They're gonna have to collab, bro. I don't think the radio hosts on the stations are gonna keep people listening to FM radio when FM radio's main issue, the FM radio's main point is music. That's what radio is. It's the music. The issue is that they're being drowning. They're drowning. Just like taxi. There was taxi drivers everywhere. Uber came out. Taxi drivers shrunk. FM radio is shrinking because there's more access to music because of the internet.
I think we allowed it to be that way. When I say that, we allowed, and I'm talking mainly about music formats, not talk or niche formats on the FM dial, but I'm talking about, music stations. We allowed it to be that way, whereas, personalities weren't probably allowed to express themselves as much, probably due to the rating system we're in, which I understand that argument as well. Totally different podcast, but you kind of get what I'm saying. If it was a totally different strategy, whereas personalities were content heavy, that might have been different. Do you get what I'm saying? Like podcasters and, I don't even want to say radio jocks, like content creators, if they were that interesting on the FM dial, your thought process might be different. But you look at, FM radio as music because they let it be that way. But now here's the problem. All these other platforms are offering the same thing. So for me, what's going to cut through is the people. That takes risk, but it's the people that talk.
I think the point of radio is music. I don't think that people are going to keep consumers watching
unless you
radio.
Change the game, unless you hire, unless you bring on the Joe Rogans of the world.
No, I wouldn't want to listen to Joe Rogan. I want to listen to music. So you're talking about making a radio station that's all podcasts, mainly heavy podcasts.
No.
Getting a bunch of super.
Justo, you get what I'm saying? I think he's taking me literally. I'm talking about putting more emphasis on presenters, personalities that are really interesting content-wise, rather than just like backselling and selling a song. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Here's Selena Gomez, on blah, blah, blah. Did you hear about Selena Gomez? She's hooking up with Justin Bieber again.
I'm saying that none of that's going to matter for radio.
Wow.
Radio's going to have to make an app, or they're going to have to collab.
Oh, they got apps. We got apps.
Then they going to have to spend more money on that app
I think
to have it compete with Spotify.
You have to diversify, right? There's the traditional radio. A radio station should have a team. Each jock should or the radio station in general should have like a podcast version of the radio station, something like that, or incorporate podcast or digital strategies.
Agreed.
Towards traditional the
100%
radio format,
because like radio and podcasting, to me, they're entirely different audiences. Someone that listens to top 40 radio doesn't necessarily know about the Call Her Daddy podcast or all the podcasts that you and I watch. You get what I'm saying? But tell me if I'm wrong, Justo. You're basically saying you got to diversify, right, and get on different platforms so you can reach different audiences, because at the end of the day, it's a common brand.
Yeah.
Right?
There's also the idea of radio stations being local, like hyper local, and there's a lack of radio shows that are local because more and more of them are
syndicating out.
Syndicated shows from people who are out of the state. So I think it being local is one thing that draws people, because having someone who's from the Bay Area talking about Bay Area things, Bay Area issues,
True.
that gives you a person a list.
As long as it's really good.
Yeah, of
you know
course.
what I mean? If someone just says
across the board, it has to be good.
Yeah, it can't just be, hey, I went to so and so for a great hamburger, you know what I mean, blah blah blah, and that's it. You know what I mean? They got to really like talk about something that only people would know about that hamburger spot.
Yeah,
you know?
I think being local is an important aspect of it. That can't be the whole show. It's not just all the local show, but it has benefit.
Speaking of local, and this just dropped. I mean, by the time this video dropped, it'll be a couple days, but still, man, I'm sure you guys heard about it. Out of San Leandro, another. What do we call her? Becky, another barbecue Becky, another Karen, another Nancy. Actually, her name is Nancy. This lady out of San Leandro, Caucasian lady, goes to an Asian American's house, leaves a letter, basically saying, "Get out of our country." That's essentially what it says.
Okay.
Out of the blue.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and I got nothing. I mean,
it's hard to talk about it. But we're like, yeah, that's pretty much terrible.
Like, what do you say about it? It's horrendous for me.
There's been a lot of those kind of a lot of Karen videos I've noticed on like Twitter.
It's
like
sad.
There's a lot of it lately.
It's sad because I truly don't think people like that will change. It is what it is. It's just for me, I just don't. And maybe you guys can help me figure this out. I don't understand how they think like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because maybe it's just the way we're raised. I just don't. Never in a million years could I ever even imagine thinking like that, having the nerve to post a letter like that. Even if I thought like that, which I don't, do an action like that. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah.
Like, help me unpack that, because like, it's not even mean. It's like evil. That is evil.
Yeah, I mean, America was built on evil, to be honest. So, I mean,
that's heavy. That's a T-shirt right there. That's a bumper sticker.
Right?
And have a picture of this Nancy chick.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's part of the culture, man. It's part of society to talk down on others and beating down on others and actually elevating off of that cause. So there's nothing much to say, man. It's just what it is.
Do you think people like that can change?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I think all people can change.
Wow, that's
beautiful.
Really,
that's a Buddhist perspective.
That's a Buddhist perspective.
All people can change.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone has the potential to change. Everyone has that potential. Like it all depends on your environment. Our environment in America is racism, whether that's Black, Asian, Mexican people. Do go through prejudice. So but that doesn't mean that when we change the society, that will change. There's places where people grow up and they're not like that. So, I
don't think they're going to change.
That hate from Nancy, it was embedded in her when she was a kid, and then she's lashing out, and unfortunately her kids are probably going to do the same.
That's what I'm saying. Or maybe I'm thinking it's due to this pandemic and she probably was directly affected by it financially, emotionally, all those things, and that was reactionary.
Yeah, she probably been doing it weekly for years.
Think so?
That's just that's racist Nancy putting another, because I read that she was putting not just on one Asian American's house or Asian's house, like the whole community, like walking around neighborhoods putting
it's not her first time?
No, I'm saying like that whole thing, like she was putting letters on like other people's doors, not just that one person's family. So that's what I read. So this is something that she'd probably do because it's like acceptant. It like people like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Going back to like people can change, right? Like someone who has that much hate, and like you said, they were raised with it, and like
it's their cloth they came from.
Yeah, kids don't
exactly.
I mean, they don't have that.
You don't know. If you grow up in an area that's all white people, and then you have everyone telling you that a particular race of people are bad or like they cause a thing, you grow up believing that, you internalize it.
But you know what's crazy is that we're in the Bay Area, the most diverse market in the country, and someone still thinks like that. That makes me scared to go to other states. It legit, like I'll talk to my my Caucasian friends. They're like, what are you talking about? Why would you be scared to go to Alabama or like, the Carolinas?
I'd be scared to go to Alabama.
Right, exactly. He doesn't get it. They don't get it. I'm like, dude, you're not me. And then he hears about crimes that are happening, and then he's like, okay, I understand now. You get what I'm saying? Now, serious question. Super serious. Okay, you ready for this?
I don't think I can handle it.
Why does, I don't know if you notice, if you do like a head-to-head, why does Nancy and Karen and Barbecue Becky...
Hey, Karen's a slur. We don't say Karen.
Okay.
I say
Karen's the N-word.
What? I was gonna say.
What? What are you
You
talking
didn't know about that?
Excuse
There
me?
was like a huge
I saw-
meme,
yeah.
bro. And there was white women
Okay, no
saying
Karen, no Karen, okay.
That
They were
makes me
saying
want
what?
Karen.
Bro,
Karen,
that's what people were saying. Like, shut up, Karen. Because Karen's like, what? Karen, dude. Anyway, it was a funny ass meme. White women
I know what you're
comparing
talking
Karen
about.
to the
I ain't saying
N-word.
that then. Okay, so
No, say it more.
Say it.
anyway,
The title of this podcast is Karen.
You're right.
why do
Karen.
Nancy do it head to head? Why do Nancy, Karen, and Barbecue Becky, they look like the same person? They look exactly alike with the Oakley blades on and the long mullet.
It's a type.
No, I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, it's a type. 100%.
But they look like the same person. You think they're in cahoots with each other?
Dude, they go to the same salon, bro.
Yeah, they all.
You think they go to a salon or more like a
Yeah.
barber shop?
Whatever it is, they got one. It's on a blog. They got a racist blog.
Yeah.
Hey,
They all
50%
go to the-
off.
they go to
for
the
any
same country club.
She probably gets discounts for doing that racist. Oh, hey, I just sent you a picture of me doing that to the Asian's house. Okay, cool. You get 20% off. Come get this haircut.
Message to Nancy, Barbecue Becky, and Karen. What do you want to say to them right now?
I'm gonna pray for y'all,
Oh, that's nice.
and I hope
That's a nice thing to say.
Damn, dude.
I'm gonna hope y'all manifest.
Oh.
You know, better things in your life.
That was a
Exact
beautiful
opposite
thing to
right
say.
here.
I was gonna say fuck off. That was a whole other thing. Oh man, good
Anyway.
for you.
No, we had to
take
be-
the
we
higher
had to-
road.
Yes, you gotta take the higher road. I'm gonna pray for Barbecue Becky, Nancy, and
Hell no.
of course Karen.
Man, this is Mr.
It's-
Mature, Mr. High Road. I love it, man. I love the balance. Hey, so let's get into some music stuff. Doja Cat, speaking of race issues, give the story, man.
Race issues. What happened?
know-
What did she go do? Some racist?
Not Nile.
Dude, I woke up the same day. I'm like, what are y'all
happened
talking
now?
about today?
Niall will put you
God.
on.
So I knew about Doja Cat like for at least 6 months. So I knew this was gonna happen. But Doja Cat, and if you know, she's half black, half white. She's specifically half.
She's
from
South African.
South African,
Yeah.
and her dad is African American, I believe.
She's also Jewish.
She grew up
Word.
okay,
Okay, anyway.
white. Anyway,
I just thought I'd
she's
throw that in
half
there.
white and black.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay.
That's the point. That's all you need to
Semantics
know
here. Okay. She anyway, she was exposed for being in relations with incels
What are-
on websites like Tiny Chat.
What are incels?
Incels are like pretty much they're like white supremacists online. They
Sure.
they they degrade women. They,
Alt-right.
Alt-right.
Mm-hmm.
She got exposed for like doing video cams and stripping for these people for years.
What?
People like, dude, I've known about this for at least 6 months to
How?
a year.
Why?
Because people have already talked about her. That's why I got exposed. People behind the scenes, like there's websites called Lipstick Alley, which is all about rumors. And so people have been talked about Doja Cat, how she's called like black people the N-word and made fun of black women and all this crazy stuff. Yep. And so these videos came up about her stripping for these racist ass dudes.
So wait.
You
'Cause I know nothing
You
about
know Doja
this.
Right,
Cat.
right. It's
say
crazy.
So,
It's
So
crazy.
like, I just know her
Like
for the
that.
song.
Yeah.
And you say so.
and like that with Gucci Mane. Moo.
Wait. So why was she stripping for racists?
Yeah, that's what's weird to me.
I don't get like what was the circumstances of her stripping?
Oh, she
for,
just wanted to.
But like in person?
No. On video cam.
Oh, on video.
Tiny
It
Chat
was
is
like
a
a
webcam place.
Oh,
It's
like cam, like a
4chan.
cam girl
Do you
kind of
know
thing.
4chan?
Yeah, it's like
4chan's
that.
another like racist website. She's been on there too.
Oh, okay.
And she go on there. They'll
And
talk.
she gets money for doing.
No, she's
doing it just to do it.
She just did it, bro. She's like
hanging out.
is like obsessed with like racist like white dudes and just strips for them.
Okay. Question for you. Damn it.
so confused.
Now I forgot
by
the
all
question.
Of this.
Bro.
Okay.
I
Oh,
mean,
no. Okay. Now I remember. Hold on. So, do you think she's confused by her race, or do you think she just hates being black?
She hates being black. She hates. It's called self-hate. It's very common in this society.
So
you know.
she's basically living a lie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So see, that's what you think it stems from. Like there's this vein.
course.
There's this
Of
vein
course,
of
bro.
racism.
I mean,
in
we
her.
can dive into it, man. Like, I know a ton of like half black people, and they're raised by, usually it's a white mom, and the black dad is somehow not in their life, whether that's divorce or what have you. And the white mom might have her own racist views, even though she might have slept with black people. They still might be racist. So anyway, she's had these ideas put into her daughter. The daughter grows up looking half black, half white, but identifies with white more than
Right.
black people.
And she resents that part of herself.
And she resents that as part of herself. So anyway, that's why she drew herself to alt-right. She usually wears wigs. She doesn't show her like actual natural hair.
Right.
So I mean, it's
saw that.
deep. It's sad, honestly.
It's out. Yeah. How.
She was trending,
Like,
so she was trending Doja Cat. It's the
I
whole
saw
big
her.
like
I saw that she was trending.
the
I
whole
didn't
big
click on
cancel
it,
party.
Yeah,
cancel,
dude, it was
cancel
bad.
Doja
It's
Cat.
bad.
So like how like these are basically rumors, right?
No, it's a fact.
Like there's proof of her doing this.
Yeah,
and,
there's
I saw them,
the
yeah.
videos got exposed.
Yeah.
and he was
She was
known
stripping and like
for racist,
just making.
doing weird racist stuff.
Oh yeah, like they're like she's like into like that like slave play shit. Whoa. Yeah, like there was one
That's
video.
intense.
She was like I don't want
She
to. I don't
even-
want to repeat.
yeah,
it,
let's
man.
not get too deep into
I'll
it
just
because
say it in
we
a
only
normal
have-
face. She was like she was saying, "Yeah, daddy, I'm a stupid N-word,
Justo.
N-word."
I got you.
Just so
Yeah.
she even made a song. I forgot the term.
Didn't do nothing.
Right, didn't do. And didn't
I
do-
knew about that.
Okay, that refers to, correct me if I'm wrong, Nile, someone that is black that gets arrested
Or shot.
or shot unjustly, and that's a term, and she's basically clowning that. Am I right?
Right. So there's a term called didn't do nothing. And so anyway, it's a term made by alt-right people when black people are killed or arrested. The black mother usually is on the news and she's like, he didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing. Alt-right,
Making fun of
they're making
that.
fun
Yeah.
of black mothers grieving for their black sons. Anyway, Doja Cat has a whole song called "Didn't Do Nothing." It's been on there for like at least 4 years. No one's. So I read about it. I'm like, dude, I never jumped on a Doja Cat train. So it was really nice seeing her get exposed and
Interesting.
Question: do you
Far out.
think in a real world, in a real world situation, do you think this is going to affect her career? Do you think that she's done, or do you think that it's going to be like a blemish and then everything will be all good? In a month?
Easy to see how this could potentially just blow over and people will ignore
It's very easy. It's very easy. I can't say she's done because, and the thing is, sad. The really sad thing is not just that she hates herself, her half black self. There's the reason why she's relevant are black women. Black women like pushed her in the front, just like black women put Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Yeah, I get it.
Black women. So it's even more
And she's
sad.
like, whoa, right?
Right. I mean, she doesn't even like black women, but black women are the ones like giving her money, getting her number one. So it's honestly a conversation with them. Like, hey, are you going to stop giving her money? You going to stop going to her shows or concerts or streaming her album? She lost about 150,000.
100,000.
Yeah. So
Maybe 150 now.
I don't know. From what I know, the internet,
Look,
I don't think she'll be. I don't. It's hard to say. It's hard to
go
say.
either
I mean,
way.
just like
Right.
6ix9ine,
Because
he's still relevant.
Yeah, there's people who have gone past like doing racist stuff and have people just
Right.
forget or
Right.
And
move on.
this goes into a deeper question. Do we hold people accountable for things and mistakes that they made 10 years ago or 5 years ago? Because I've definitely done some cruddy shit.
Okay. Pause. Just real quick.
Yeah.
The people said that on the internet, like that could have been years ago. That was years ago. Because a lot of them are old. She was on Tiny Chat May 20th, 2020. She was on Instagram Live. She wore the same outfit, and then you saw her on the Tiny Chat talking crazy. This black dude like in semester that's on there. I don't know why a black dude is in that channel, but she like called him out, and it was just yeah. So anyway, just back to your point, a lot of people say that like.
And that question has been asked more and more now because there's been a lot of cases where people bring up like old tweets and like all these things and
Right.
people getting canceled and like
I go
I think
half and
it's
half,
a
man.
fine line and you kind of have to go case by case.
Do you know the
Gotta
story
go
about
case by case.
Mark Wahlberg? You told me this.
He's
I
probably
did.
what did he do?
Well, let's not talk too long about it. But he,
I could already imagine.
Man, dude, he
did he beat up a black
He
dude?
beat an Asian guy. You know he took his eye out, right? You knew that, right? He beat an Asian guy's
No.
face till his eye out.
Jesus
The
Christ.
guy is blind.
Is it because he was Asian though, or did they just
Yeah,
fought?
the dude beat up a black guy, a black woman, and an Asian guy.
Oh, wow.
And of course he apologized years later. But yeah, he got arrested for it and everything. He brutally beat.
You know, it would have to be, I'd have to really like see this person talk and see their reform and see if they actually went to counseling. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd have to look at all that.
You have to
I don't
look
want
at
to
a
say
lot
they
of
get.
it. You have to look at the circumstances.
Yeah, you look-
like it's
Exactly.
complicated.
But
So that's
hey-
why people don't want to dig into it because it's complicated.
Case by case, though. You were saying
Yeah,
case by case. I think it's a
exactly.
case by case.
It's easier just to be like fuck them and cancel them
Mind you,
rather than look into what
Mark
happened.
Wahlberg was like 19.
Yeah.
So it was a long time ago. But personally, Like, I'm not gonna support him.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't watch any of his movies.
I don't. Before I knew about this, I was watching. I loved Mark Wahlberg. I mean,
Yeah.
he was awesome. He was in
I get
that
it.
movie with Andre 3000, Four Brothers, Andre 3000,
That was a good one.
Tyrese.
He's in Spencer Confidential now.
Right.
You should
told me
watch
about
it.
that. No, I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, I
And,
found
like,
out
when it
about
comes-
that 2 years ago. I'm like, I'm not watching Mark Wahlberg.
It's hard, right? Especially when it comes to something like that, where it comes to violence and like someone who violently acted on it. It's different. It's in there.
I just think, at a
deeper.
society, just back to the point where people can change. I think that we gotta take some responsibility as like a society where we have to like. Not punish, but like the people have
Hold
to like
people accountable?
Hold people accountable. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hold people accountable. So we're in a society where people can do racist stuff, be violent, and still be super successful in life. Like, I can't co-sign that.
Yeah,
And where's the balance of that, and then also forgiveness and seeing someone making mistakes?
Exactly.
And then
I gotta
still
see-
being
I
willing
gotta
to
see
have them.
growth.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So there's
I gotta see
it's
it.
a fine
Agreed.
line.
Speaking of growth, do you think Tekashi? Do you think 6ix9ine's ever going to change? I mean, that's
This
the
is gonna
perfect
be
segue.
like a weekly
This is
update.
our weekly
All right,
Tekashi
so
update.
when do you think
Nile.
Tekashi's gonna die?
Nile.
64 years.
Nile.
Okay, I'll ask you next week. What do you think?
Because he is a weekly meme. Because he is weekly dropping.
You know what? I appreciate 6ix9ine because he's like exposing the industry now because he's like a snitch.
Yeah,
he's a snitch. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna own up. Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, they spent 5 credit cards buying units, and then everybody was talking about it. And guess what? I knew that. I know all that. They
Well,
buy everything.
actually,
So, I appreciate Tekashi 6ix9ine on that.
I wasn't even going to take it there. That story is a little, you know what I mean? That happened like a couple weeks ago. But I'll just say this. I think you're incorrect because with the credit card thing, Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber, they cleared up that whole situation. And they basically said that there's a system, there's an algorithm where you can only make so many purchases of music and then they bounce you out on the purchase thing. So we can't really say that's a fact.
Well, I think that.
Tekashi is he's just trying to get a stir, bro. I know what he's doing. He's dropping all this tea to keep himself relevant and also to take the heat away from his actions. It's very smart what he's doing because as we're talking about everything that he's exposing, he's also taking the heat away from what he's done, which is the snitching. He was supposed to drop a video last Friday. Now he moved it. He made a big announcement and said he's going to drop it a week later this Friday. Why do you think that is? Because usually he's very intentional. When he drops stuff, he drops it on that date. So he moved the time. Why do you think he dropped the time?
The same reason why we about to drop the next episode today.
Why?
Dude our editor had to go buy a car.
No, I love it. You actually said it. I think he just ran out of time. I don't think he has a big.
It's just
Well, he just postponed it. What's the problem?
Here's the thing. Have you ever seen like on an academics page and just people in the comments saying this dude has no friends?
Who? Academics?
No,
Or
like no
just
6ix9ine. People are saying he doesn't have any supporters. He doesn't have any friends.
He's got friends.
No, I'm
They
talking
might be fake friends.
right.
But they're there.
I don't think he has a big squad. I think that he's literally pulling this thing together and he just ran out of time. I don't think he has people that actually want to mess with him on a professional level. Is that dumb of me to think?
I don't know yet.
I can see how that can happen. Like, you think he's trying to pull this up? He's doing it all himself.
Dude, no way.
Yes.
No way.
Nah, I
If
mean,
you're talking about he's having a hard time finding a videographer to edit his video,
yeah.
that's ridiculous. No, he's
people
got a
would do that.
videographer. Bro, videographer.
I'll do it right
Bro,
now.
you can find a videographer on this goddamn street for $20 that'll do it for 6ix9ine. They don't give a shit about 6ix9ine being a snitch.
Please, I feel personally
please.
attacked by that statement.
Niall, would you?
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about
just
talent.
saying.
I'm just talking about like integrity. Like people aren't gonna give a shit.
Now points at me. You could find a videographer for $20.
You can find a. I'm looking at the. No, but you gotta scrape out your mind. Maybe artists, reputable artists like Drake. You know, obviously Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj. I heard Nicki Minaj wants to work with him again.
No.
I heard that's what I
I
heard.
heard that rumor. That ain't gonna happen.
Okay, we'll see.
She's not
We'll
that
see.
dumb.
Hey, we'll see.
Let me ask
she
you this.
got something with Doja Cat.
Niall, if you're this is before she knew.
Hey,
Hold on.
Hey man, look.
What do you mean, hey man? She doesn't even know. Anyway, Niall,
gotta do your homework.
If you're lyrical lemonade, okay, and
Okay.
and Tekashi says, hey bro, can you cut some stuff up for me? Can you produce
That's
this?
lyrical lemonade, bro.
No, just forget. Okay, fine. If you're a videographer, just
Okay, if I'm a
don't take me
videographer.
don't take me literally.
All right, I'm a videographer.
Are you want your name attached to Tekashi right now? Like right now?
Yes. Yes, I'm broke.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm broke, and
And
it's,
if it ends
and it's
up-
gonna say directed by
so and so.
Nile Films.
And if it
Guess what?
And if
It's
it turns
going on.
out decent, that's it.
That's
Okay.
it. I'm hit. I'm getting work. People are gonna be like, "You working with that snitch?" Shut up. I'm getting bands. That's
know
how
what?
people are gonna think.
You know, you're right. Actually, you know what? It depends on the person's situation. You're
When
right.
it comes to
Okay.
People will
freelancers,
do anything for money, bro.
But I don't think he's going to have anyone big or anyone of any stature that's going to want to mess with him because that makes him look terrible. Terrible. He's like the kid at high school that nobody wants to talk to. Like, Tekashi literally seems like the kid that no one wants to fuck with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes and no.
No one in the popular clique. You know, no. If you watch,
I also feel personally attacked by that statement.
why?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
He wasn't part of the cool kids in high school.
If you watch the Outer Banks, no kook, no pogue, nobody wants
Still
to mess
don't like
with
the name
well,
Kook.
racial slurs here.
Yeah, that sounds
Karen
racist.
and Kooks, we gotta throw that out.
Kook doesn't
you.
sound.
Karen might mess with him, but I guess
Can't
what
call
I'm saying,
someone
you
a
know,
kook, bro.
no one wants to like no one wants to be affiliated with him. By the time this video drops, we're gonna already know the song title. Let's pivot real quick. What do you think the name of the song is gonna be? He said that the most popular comment off his IG was gonna be the name. People are saying it's gonna be Trolls with a Z. What would you name it?
Well,
Let's have some fun with it. Like, what would you name the next 6ix9ine song?
Lupa, like from Oompa Loompas.
Nice. That's a good one.
Lupa.
His
a
dude,
good one.
it's all like all his titles are always like Gooba, Judah, Kibo.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be Lupa, bro. He's gonna have a bunch of Oompa Loompas in his video shaking
up.
ass.
I'll say,
bunch of midgets, small people.
There you go.
I say that. Oh god,
There you go.
I'm gonna get killed.
I'll say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's a long title.
That is not gonna be his title.
Wait.
Oh, you talking about acronyms?
Yeah. Mighty Morphin. MMPR. There you go.
How about
I got there. That's what's important.
How about Gremlins?
No, man. It's gonna have like 2 O's and U's.
Is that a
bro.
stretch?
All of his
Goopy.
bro. Every title he has, like they're like a bunch of O's or U's.
This is a given. Rap Boy.
No.
Snitches.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think that would hit.
Snitches.
Yeah, with a
It
Z.
might. It might get a bunch of
Get you
views.
stitches.
But anyway, I don't want to. Let's not give him any more clout here. Anyway, I think that Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun, they'll say anything to make himself. I think it's much.
Oh, back to the
reflexive.
Billboard thing.
Yeah, to the Billboard thing.
I
That's
think
what I'm
I think they're speaking facts.
saying. I don't think so. I think they're trying to defend themselves.
Of course. What do you mean?
And
What
I
would
think they're lying.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So they're lying, but 6ix9ine couldn't be lying. Oh no.
No,
He could
I'm
never
not
be
saying
lying.
she's not gonna be lying.
Mm-hmm.
They either or could be lying, but I'm not just gonna give Justin Bieber credit for speaking truth.
Okay. I'm not lying, but I'm being told that we got to end this. So this is the second week in a row. No Dumbass University. That's actually good for me.
Word.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sub button. Thanks for checking us out, man. And yeah, man, hit them comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Appreciate you. Next week.
You should hit my cash up.
I love that.
I need it.
Hit my cash app's your new catchphrase. I swear, when we do merch, it's gonna say hit my cash app.
Hit my cash
It's
app.
gonna be great. I love it.